Okay, how's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Today I'll bring you the long-awaited sequel to Verlisify is an Idiot, which, to my extreme glee, is one of the first results, if not the first result, that comes up on YouTube when you search for Verlisify. I'll make no apologies. And you might be thinking to yourself, is it really worth bringing this guy up again? Well, I'd left it for a while. You guys know my opinion on the guy. I don't like Verlisify. I think he's a moron. I'm not going to cover too much of what I said in the previous video relating to stuff like his Pokemon sets or stuff like that. It's not really relevant to this video. This is mainly about his attitude in the community and why I think he's been a bad addition to it, if you can call it a community. I like to think that all Pokemon players who post these YouTube videos, who battle together and stuff, are some sort of community. We're all different, we all have our different preferences and stuff. There's a sort of rough divide between VGC and Smogon as a good example. But I feel like this man has been nothing but bad news to everyone, and I will provide my reasons in a sec. The reason I've entitled this video Verlisify is Cancer is one, because it's very attention grabbing, and hence the thumbnail as well. I don't pretend to hide when I clickbait. It's clickbait. I'm not feeling any remorse whatsoever over that. I really don't give a shit. Secondly, I feel that Verlisify, like a cancer, has infected the community and spread through. I say community lightly. I should say at this point, for anyone who's new to my channel, I'm not hugely involved in the community. I post Pokemon videos. I run a gaming channel. It's not strictly Pokemon related, but that is the bulk of my content. I don't do this as a job. I'm a software developer. I do this as a hobby, and thus I do it for enjoyment. Any money I get out of it is a nice bonus. The enjoyment I do derive from this, and the enjoyment of others, I assume, is somewhat tainted by the man in question, Verlisify. Now, I am going to say in this video, you guys who know me, I speak my mind, I'm very honest, I don't pussyfoot around things, I say what I mean. So if you've clicked on this video expecting to be offended, or expecting to dislike what I'm going to say, I do at least ask that you hear me out, hear my arguments, and then decide for yourself. Even people who may want to side with me because they like my content, I would say don't take my word for it. See the evidence I present. See the evidence that Verlisify counter-presents, whatever you may see on his channel, and weigh it up for yourself. I don't like sheep. I don't like people who blindly follow anyone. I say make your own mind up. On that point, I do feel as though Verlisify is sort of a cult of personality. He's that sort of person that a lot of people do like his content, and if you do still like his content after watching this video, more power to you. Enjoy. However, I do feel like he has some sort of aura around him where there will be some people who defend him. He could do anything and they would still stand by and defend him. That to me is a dangerous sort of mentality. You're talking about a guy who, he may have some good stuff that people like. He may have some enjoyable content. But the sort of stuff he comes up with, as you'll see from the screenshots coming up, people who will still defend him after that, not a good idea. And I will say actually that this entire video presupposes that Verlisify is completely genuine in everything he says and does, right? I do have a little conspiracy tinfoil hat theory in my head that Verlisify isn't actually a real person. Part of me thinks actually it's just a character actor sort of played out by Smogon, hired basically to drum up support for Smogon's side. Call me crazy, but some of the stuff he comes up with doesn't seem like the sort of thing a real person would say. And so hence I'm sort of on the fence as to whether or not he is being genuine, or we're all just being massively trolled. I really don't know. If anyone has any thoughts, let me know. So to move on to the heart of the matter. Shit that Verlisify does that I don't particularly like. As I said, I'm a huge advocate of freedom of speech. I would never advocate for Verlisify's channel to be taken down, or Twitter to be destroyed, or whatever. I want the man to keep creating content. But at the same time, I want people to see this man for what he really is. Exhibit A. A video uploaded by Verlisify a couple of days ago entitled The Most Desperate Video in History of YouTube. So this was aimed at a guy called Jethro Tex. Apologise if I'm saying that wrong, I haven't actually heard of the guy until this video, but from what I saw, there's no actual problem with the video. What he's basically saying in this is that this man Jethro Tex is being a giant money whore, attention whore, basically making a video on a Pokemon announcement, leaks which have come out. The guy's video was called Top 10 New Pokemon in Pokemon Sun and Moon, right? So a lot of people have done similar videos. It's not anything new or groundbreaking. It's a very popular sort of thing to do when news gets announced. Apparently Verlisify wasn't too happy with that, stealing his thunder, if you will. As you can probably see, Verlisify has uploaded countless videos about half leaks and potential rumours that are going on with the new Pokemon games. You know what, that doesn't even bother me. The fact that he's being hypocritical about it, that is what bothers me.
Top 10 new Pokemon in Pokemon Sun and Moon, and on the thumbnail, it had a picture of Solgaleo. I'm sorry, top 10 new Pokemon in Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. You gotta say Pokemon title as many times as possible. That way you get the keyword relevance, and then you get as many views before people realize that there's nothing to the video. Really just hamming it up there on all the little things you can do to try to milk as much out of this non-content as possible.
So a brief little look at Verlisify's channel tells me that he has uploaded 2 videos in the past 8 hours with similar sorts of titles. Here's the first one. You'll notice it is remarkably similar to the one he was ripping on. And the smart thing here is that he can pass it off as a parody while still maintaining the benefits that he described that the other guy was getting, which are extra tags, extra results in the search engines when searching for Pokemon Sun and Moon. It's a great tactic, but it's hypocrisy. And here's another one just for good measure. 7 new Pokemon revealed? What? Ruh-oh! These are based on the leaks we all saw on Twitter. I mean, we all saw on Twitter, so I don't know why the video was necessary in the first place. Once again, I don't really care if people want to make these reaction videos or not. I'm simply calling them out on the hypocrisy of using fresh news, clickbaity titles and thumbnails to gain as many views as possible. Simple as that.
Holy freaking crap, this video has 2 mid-roll ads and an in-roll? That's just milking it! Oh my goodness, the video is also 10 minutes long. That means you're just doing it so you get higher ad revenue, because that's just the facts. Every YouTuber knows that once you hit over 10 minutes, you get the choice to throw in mid-roll ads, and you get more revenue per view.
And for the record, Verlisify's own video has a mid-roll ad and is just over the 10-minute mark. Fuck me, right? Alright, so let's move on to some other points. So I have a lot of reason to dislike Verlis, which I partially covered in my Verlisify is an Idiot video, but I think a lot of other people do as well. This is a tweet he posted a while back about telling someone to drink base liquids after seeing a comment he didn't like from them. First off, it is incredibly obvious to anyone that base liquids implies bleach, right? You're telling someone to drink bleach, you may as well have just said bleach, not fucking base liquids, right? So telling someone to drink bleach, not a good idea. You are telling someone to kill themselves. If you've ever seen the film from the 80s called Heathers, sort of a dark comedy, where someone actually drinks bleach, it kills them. I wouldn't recommend trying it yourself, just take it from me, drinking bleach will kill you, hence all the warnings on the pack. So he tries to cover it up, he doesn't want people to think, oh, I'm telling someone to kill themselves, blah blah blah. Did I say bleach? I actually meant egg whites. Egg whites, really. You could have come with any alkaline substance in the world, you could have come up with, I don't know, toothpaste, baking soda, some other shit, milk, which is probably alkaline. I'm just sort of throwing ideas out here. Don't quote me on these, I'm not a scientist. There are many, many other alkaline substances you could have come up with. Fucking egg whites? Where did that come from? At no point did you mean egg whites. And furthermore, drinking egg whites isn't advised either. You get salmonella from that shit. That's a dangerous disease, my friends. Here's another one for you. So Verlisify was recently involved in a controversy involving Hoodlum Scrafty, Duncan Kneedeep, in regards to their free-for-all Pokemon format. Here he is talking about how he's gonna basically rip off their idea and, you know, expect them to get mad but not really care about it. Here's a screenshot from the man who designed, or at least I think the man who designed all the artwork, which he very slightly tweaked to make it fit under copyright law, right? This is the tweaked version, very, very similar as you can see, just enough to avoid copyright law. You know what, I don't know if he's breaking any kind of copyright law or not. I assume he's changed it sufficiently to where he can sort of weasel his way out of it. The point of the matter is he's being a massive dick about it, and it is deliberately to antagonise Duncan and Hoodlum Scrafty, which basically forwards my point of this man is a massive dick. And of course it wouldn't be Verlisify without some element of hypocrisy in here. There is no irony in this man's tweet here. He is literally angry at some Poker Trends Twitter account for stealing his meme after he steals an entire video format from Hoodlum Scrafty and Duncan Kneedeep, and also stealing artwork, by the way, a Poplio artwork which I can't be bothered to find now, but you've probably heard of it. It is one of his artworks in his recent video where it's a Poplio doing the dab thing, whatever you call it. Stolen! No credit given to the artist whatsoever. And then he gets mad at someone for stealing his stupid meme. Which, by the way, was created out of stuff he doesn't own. It doesn't take a genius to realise that Verlisify lives off of drama. He loves it. He needs it for channel growth. I'm creating some sort of drama here. Whether or not I get channel growth out of it, I really don't know, and it doesn't really make a huge difference to me. But for a man who basically looks up to DJ Keemstar, and from a man who posts tweets like this, God insulting Smogan just prints money. And he wonders why he's the centre of all this drama. Furthermore, he posted a tweet recently about Tamashi Hiroka, accusing her of being a mere cam girl just to make money. Absolutely insulting to her and her fanbase. From what I know, she's a very popular YouTuber. I've never really watched much of her stuff myself, just because I haven't. No particular reason. But obviously this is massively disrespectful, and being the voice of reason that I am, I want to call him out on this sort of thing. See, when I call out someone like Verlisify, I always back it up with my reasons. And whether or not you think I'm being fair, in my head, I'm doing this for the greater good. Looking out for my bros in the Pokemon community. I enjoy it. I hope a lot of other people do enjoy it. I assume that everyone here does. And so it saddens me to see this man spreading his cancer and lies all around. And I want to do the best I can to mitigate that. And reveal him for what he really is. So we're going to end this on a little bit of a fun note. Blocking people. Verlisify's favourite thing to do. If you were to tweet anything remotely disrespectful at Verlisify, I assume he will have blocked you at some point. Let me know if he hasn't, and I'll come up there and give you a fucking medal. Here's a list of basically tweets about people saying, I literally searched Verlisify blocked on Twitter, and these were some of the results that came up. It is hilarious. You say the slightest thing to the man, cowers away, can't take the heat. That's a sign of a weak argument, my friends. When you block someone, you cower out of the argument, you admit defeat. The guy is fucking spineless. Can't make a good argument for shit. And here's my final little note. We are verging on ad hominem here, but I did go the entire video without using the word dog, so at least give me some credit. Here's a list of comments from, I assume, Verlisify subscribers. Mostly on my videos. You see sort of these comments on any video berating Verlisify, or even on his own videos. This sort of quality of comment. The reason I bring this up is because, although it's not entirely relevant to what I'm saying, it does show the sort of person that Verlisify tracks to the channel. If you're a Verlisify subscriber and you're perfectly intelligent and reasonable, fine, I'm sure you have your reasons. I'm talking in generalities here. I like to think that all of my subscribers are very intelligent, very reasonable, and generally quite well-rounded individuals. The sort of thing I would expect from a Verlisify subscriber is something like the comments you're seeing on the screen right now. I'm just going to read through a couple of my favourites. Pyrotoz, I've been watching your channel for a while, then I saw your vid on Ho Verlisify is an idiot and I lost respect for you forever. Verlisify is my fave YouTuber, I hate you forever. Sad face. You're an idiot, you motherfucker. They always spell you're wrong. It's fucking easy. You put an apostrophe after the U, you put an E on the end. You are. It's shortened you are. You're using the form of your, as in your, it belongs to you. My an idiot? What are you talking about? You are an idiot. This is my personal favourite one. You're a nerd, by the way you're fat, don't accuse others, realise you aren't always right, you look like you ate 20 Big Macs before recording. By the way your hair looks like Trump, your channel sucks, you're a big nerd who gets rage when others are better than ya. You're a pig, go back to your $5,000 computer your parents bought ya and stop the criticism, plus Verlisify. And finally, this is quite an important point that I want to bring up. It's his channel, plus he has more subscribers, and plus you are stupid, he's not. I should point out, subscriber count doesn't indicate quality of content or the person behind it. Let me put it to you in blunt terms. Verlisify has more subscribers than me. Hitler had more subscribers than Verlisify. What does that say about the strength of the argument? Irrelevant. For a start, Verlisify does this more than me. Also, he creates a lot of drama and hate, therefore generating a lot of subscribers, whether or not they're positive or negative. As Verlis once said, any publicity is good publicity. But that's about all I gotta say. I could go on, but there's really no point. You already know my opinion. And as I've said before, trying to change Verlisify is pointless. It is like talking to a fish. It is like playing chess with a pigeon. It's not going to work. Hope you all enjoyed this. Verlisify, you gotta stop with the bullshit, man. That's the only way the hate's gonna stop. See you guys later.